Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Demon's Mailbox. Voice still sucks, but I got a lot of cool stuff in the mail these past couple of weeks since I've been sick. Haven't really gotten around to making a video for them, but decided to finally get around and do it, even with my voice this way. It is pretty hot. Sucks. So I did get 2 pops these past couple of weeks. Truthfully, 2 pops that I've been looking for and I've been wanting to get. I'm pretty excited that I finally got both of these. If you know me, you know I've been collecting some anime pops, some Marvel pops, some DC pops, some Star Wars pops, some Disney pops, a few pops from TVs and movies. But one of the biggest things I've been trying to collect is also cartoon pops. Not a lot of cartoons, not every single pop. Just pops that if you see them, you're definitely going to be asking questions and talking about them. Pops of cartoons that I've actually grew up and had an impact on my life. Well, not my life, but as a kid. So one of these pops is from a cartoon, but it's not the main character. And that's the Scooby-Doo cartoons. I love waking up and watching them early Saturday mornings. The original Scooby-Doo Where Are You cartoon. Love Scooby-Doo, love Scrappy, love Scooby-Dum, Shaggy, Freddy, Velma, Daphne, the whole Mystery Inc. The idea that the monsters we see aren't really real, that the true monsters were us, real people, doing bad things. At least that's what Scooby taught me. Deciding to get a Scooby-Doo pop wasn't that hard. I did not want any of the big characters or the main characters, Scooby, Shaggy, Freddy. Would not mind some of the monsters, but they were not on my radar, or not something I kind of wanted. Truthfully, the Scooby-Doo movies were something special. You know, the animated movies, and they actually created a movie which had music in it, a special music group called the Hex Girls. I have been a fan of cartoon combined with music for a long time. One of the original cartoons that was created actually did music videos, did music tours, not the cartoon version, but it was a cartoon called Kid Video. For all of us who's old enough to remember MTV, the idea from MTV actually came from this cartoon. It was a rock band that got sucked into the cartoon world and were trying to find their way back into the real world. But at the end of the cartoon, which was half an hour, they would actually do a live action music video for that cartoon or that episode. And when the cartoon actually, or the series actually ended, they actually took the band and decided to do tours. Now, the cartoon unfortunately did not do so well, but the producers liked the idea of music videos being shown, and they went to another production company, and since we were already doing music videos, they kind of pitched the entire idea. But I finally got the Hex Girls. Box isn't really the greatest, but to have Luna, Dusk, and Thorn finally, and they do have several of the monsters on the back. Scooby, Shaggy, Ghost Clown. I really don't remember that episode. Remember him, the spooky space kook. Remember him, Shadow, the Phantom Shadow, and the Witch Doctor. So the Hex Girls actually did really well in one movie that they brought them back a couple of times. They actually have several of their songs on YouTube. It's, I don't know how they did it, but the songs are incredible for a cartoon. It reminds me of actually a darker version of Gem and the Holograms and the Misfits. the ideas of Kid Video, Gem and the Holograms, the Hex Girls from Scooby-Doo is pretty insane, but it actually works. If you've never, if you're a Scooby-Doo fan and never heard of the Hex Girls, you definitely need to look their videos up on YouTube, especially, I wouldn't say goth, but if you're into a little bit more edgier pop, Evanescence, Panamore, it's along those lines. So the other pop I got is actually vaulted. So I was not expecting to get this pop, especially at the price I got the pop for. But another old school cartoon that I grew up with was the Smurfs. I don't understand, truthfully, why I liked the Smurfs. I just knew that I loved them. It was a great family with hints of dark adult things. I mean, 9,900 guys only, little blue people living together. And then they brought in Smurfette, and it's one girl living with all these guys. And then they did something I didn't understand, which brought in the kids, the Smurf kids, but none of them were Smurfette's kids. So trying to figure out where the kids came from, it was a weird thing trying to explain to kids. Don't remember how old I was, but I remember sitting there literally thinking, this can't be a kid's cartoon. Seriously though, a lot of the cartoons back then was a bit edgy and a bit different. I thank God for those cartoons back then. You know, He-Man had his controversy. The whole Nazi thing. So was She-Ra. Brave Star had smoking and drinking. It was a whole different level back then of cartoons. But no, I did not get any of the Smurfs. I did not get Smurfette. I got Gargamel. Come on, you guys know I like the bad guys. I was a fan of the good guys when I was younger. And he comes with little Azrael. But now that I'm a bit older, I definitely love the bad guys. So, of course, Gargamel and Azrael, Papa Smurf, Smurfette, Brainy Smurf, and Astro Smurf. I think he was in one or two episodes. I can't remember. But if you think of it, if Funko actually makes the entire Smurf village, that would be insane. Literally about no, not 200, maybe 120 something characters. I think the Smurfs alone is about 113, 115. Then you can always make Big Mouth, the two kids, the human kids. I mean, there was a bigger Azrael with actual fuzz on him. It's crazy that my cartoon collection is slowly getting completed. Love that I finally got these two in. Uh, I'll be honest, there's still a lot more that I want to get in, and my two biggest grails are from the cartoon Funkos, and that's the original Skeletor and Hordak, the two evil guys from He-Man. Still a few characters I definitely want to get this out. There's still a few characters that I want to get that aren't out. I'd love to get Josie from Josie and the Pussycats. Just for Archie. And I think it would be cool to have the Hex Girls, Josie, and Gem in the holograms, or Gem. 5 of them, all music, sitting next to each other. I definitely would love a Dungeons and Dragons Avenger Pop. I actually have Tiamat, which I love. There's a lot of cartoons out there that I would love to see Funko do pops for. Uh, Started thinking of them. I mean, we do have Thundercats. We do have Gem and the Hologram, Smurfs. We don't have Silverhawks yet, which I would love to get a Funko Monstar. He-Man, She-Ra, we have. Possibly Black Star, Overlord. Definitely Fred Flintstone. They have a couple out. Definitely need to get one of those. Trying to keep the Disney cartoons out of my cartoon set. I don't know. If you guys could ask Funko to make a Funko for a cartoon character that's not out yet, who would you ask for? I mean, there's Rocky and Bullwinkle. Still need to get my Underdog. It's definitely, I mean, if we're gonna do masks, you might as well do the vehicles and the pop. That's a bit too big for me. Tiger Sharks are coming back for Super 7 for action figures. Possibly one of those characters. I don't think they were big enough. There's a lot of old school cartoons that was definitely not big enough to create a Funko for. I would love Robotech, Macross, Star Blazer, Space Battleship, Yamato. Some Funkos for those. I don't know, it's crazy. Anyway, those were my mailbox for the Funkos that I got through the mail. If Maui still needs a lot of help, still fires blazing all over. We got problems in the U.S. with hurricanes hitting certain states. It's crazy. So take care of yourselves. Be safe. Take care of your family. Try and help somebody out. We all need help every once in a while. Be good, guys. Aloha. See you soon.